What's going on, everyone? It's your brother here for another episode of The Jam Session! So this is where I play game jams from a variety of different game jams. Right now I've been focused on Mini Jam over the past couple months. Mini Jam is a 3-day jam. Oh, well, thank you so much, guys, for the follow. Jan Dovey, I appreciate that so much. So Mini Jam is a 3-day jam where they have a theme and then they also have a limitation to inspire them. This particular stream is going to be focused on the games that were created during this past game jam, which was 16. This is number 16. The theme was Western, and then the limitation was must contain a frog. So to answer your question, Jane, I am not working on a jam. I'm playing game jams themselves. So my content is structured around giving feedback for people who participate in game jams. I usually spend about 10 minutes per game, unless for whatever reason it's a different stream like Indie Game Making Contest 2018, which I spent an hour per game because they were supposed to have about an hour worth of content. So without further ado, roll the intro! All right, we'll take us back to the couch. So it looks like we got to do some roll call. We have Stormfather, King W, DeathTrapPicnic. That sounds like an interesting name. There must be a story behind that one. Blueberry Jambot, Jan Dovey, Sekaraz. Good morning, good evening to everyone. Shadow Knight. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out and supporting another episode of my Game Jam coverage. Don't forget, tonight I'm also going to be doing some more Ludum Dare at 10 p.m. EST. We're going to be doing this for 4 days this week. We've done Monday, we've done Tuesday, we're doing Wednesday and Thursday, and then I take a break on Friday. I have my normal The Stash stream on Saturday, and then Indie Sunday on Sunday, and then I full-fledged go back at it again on Monday through Thursday and have another week full of Ludum Dare coverage. So make sure you tune in for that, because there are some freaking amazing games that were created. And in fact, one of the games that we're going to be playing tonight is actually a Twitch-friendly game. Like, it involves chat, which is freaking awesome. I think that's the first game that I've played from a game jam that is focused around interaction from chat, which I think is pretty dang cool. I'm very excited for that. So, the very first game I'm going to pick is going to be a random game since I don't have anything in the queue. If you guys want to submit your games to me to play for tonight, go ahead and get on there and you can do so. Hold on a second. It looks like maybe my chat bot may not be working here. Let me restart my chat bot because I see chat on my main screen, but I don't see it on my secondary screen here. What's up? We got also James Warner in here. Taco. Gosh, everybody's here. Dang, chat bot, what good are you? So let me just get this back up here. Who else? Oh, well, that's a different queue, but I know my Ludum game is going to come up. Yeah, the 10 p.m. stream. You got that right. It was just a 2-word generator, and I picked the most interesting combo for my YouTube Twitch channel. DeathTrapPicnic. I like that. That's just so different. All right, let me just do a little quick test. There's your brother test. What about Bibbidi Bot Boot? You here? Yeah, we got everybody back here. Okay, so that should get us back into good shape here. Sometimes you got to re-up those every once in a while. So the very first game I'm going to pick is solely going to be off of the thumbnail. This looks like a good one, so let's play this one first and see. Did you get on this morning? I didn't even wake up to text the Twitter. Like, that's how I woke up to my normal alarm and I was like, huh? Oh, crap, I was supposed to do something. Hey, bot question, was the test a success? It was not. Okay, so let's see. Is this a download? Where's the game? Oh, psh. This is going to be a flash. Let me open this in Internet Explorer. So has everybody had a great day that had to work today or go to school or whatever it is that you had to do in your normal routine of life? I hope that is a yes. Come on, Flash. Right, let's kick that audio down to a normal level. Interesting. And let me capture this so you guys can see this wonderful game. Yeah, no, I did not get up. So the reason I was asking that is last night I played from 10 to 12, and then I was supposed to have this stream early in the morning at 5 a.m. my time. But I told Chad, I was like, there's a good chance probably not going to happen, just because I was pretty tired. And wanted to get a good night's sleep because I knew I had a bunch of stuff at work I needed to try to accomplish tomorrow. So I decided to move this back down. Hey, man, I'm still at work. Can I throw this in the queue? Is this for mini jam or is this for... Oh, yeah, sure. So just go to that link that just popped up there and then submit it on that form. So it's not like some of the other streamers have. You can just use a command and then put a link beside it. It doesn't work like that, unfortunately. I don't have the brain power to do that just yet. One day I will have something that fancy. So just go to that link in there. It'll ask you a couple questions about the game. Just kind of helps me understand what the game's about, who you are, what's going on, that kind of thing. Just helps me. All right, so our first game for tonight is going to be For A Fistful of Frogs by zapdexio. That'll be our first game that we're going to play. And we're going to spend about 10 minutes, as I said. So let's dive in and see how to start the game. Click. Click. Yep, mini 16. Play. Something. Anything? Okay. I feel like I'm cheating since this is also my Ludum Dare entry. It's not cheating. You just might want to get it played on here since you are a part of this specifically. I think that's a benefit for you. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. So space was supposed to be to start this game, just so you guys know in case you decide you want to play this on your own. It says I have the ability to shoot also. Oh, I died. Cactus. Ooh. But I haven't really figured out how to shoot just yet. The jump on the down looks a little funny to me. Doesn't seem like it fits right, pixel-wise. Like, I know you don't have a lot of pixels to work with. There's not a lot on screen, but it does feel kind of a little lacking. If the frog falls into the water, it would drown. Oh, does it really? Oh, because frogs... Wait. Which frog can swim? Frogs or toad? I can't remember. I should know, right? Ouch! Okay, we died. It's a Western because we're having the draw. Alright, okay, alright, sure. Why not? Let's, I'm hitting space as if that's actually going to make a difference here. Doesn't seem to be making a difference. Thanks, dude. Submitted. Sweetness. All right, I'm just going to refresh the page and see if we can pull that back up. If the frog falls, frogs can swim, toads can't? Oh, Flash. Yeah, it's Flash. Thanks, dude. I submitted. I'll have to check it when the VOD returns later. Yeah, and that'll be about 2 hours, so you don't have to wait a full 24 hours if you're going to watch it on Twitch. If you prefer YouTube and you have like YouTube premium, then you can even like download this to your mobile phone and then watch it when you're offline or just don't have access to the internet. So that is a benefit if you do have that, and that's one of the reasons why I do like to upload these to YouTube. And also for me, archiving purposes, since Twitch only keeps 60 days worth of your content. If you're an affiliate, I want to have more than that. So YouTube makes a good little archiver for me. How do I shoot? I want to shoot. I also don't want to die. Oh, okay, there we go. I think I hit a button. Okay. Oh, now we're on a unicycle. Okay. This is a thing that's going on. So I'm still guessing cactuses are our only really bad thing to be worried about here. Okay, so what was my shoot? What actually made me fire the gun? Nowadays, a malware magnet. Nowadays, a malware magnet. Yeah, that's the point with the frog drown. If you get mine, same itch username, don't even put yourself through that music and turn off that music. Yes, that was so surprising. A frog on a unicycle. Why not? Somebody said. Okay, yep, he does die. Mic audio is varying a bit in terms of audio. Not sure if something is up. I probably just need to sit a little closer to the mic, just because I'm dancing and I'm doing this number and I'm turning my head. Kermit cannot swim. What's up? Oops. Let me tighten that up there a little bit so it's a little closer to my mouth and stays there. You let me know if that's any better. Oh, dang it. Oh, that's not fair. Oh, is that going to throw me all the way back to the beginning? I think it does, because we don't have a way to actually restart this. Like, he plays us some nice music there at the end, and then we're just kind of stuck. That's all she wrote. Nada. Okay, so let's us refresh, shall we? I think we shall. Is that better? Good. Okay, yeah, it was just me dancing around, just kind of doing my own little thing. I might do that every once in a while if I'm trying to illustrate a point of frustration. Like if I throw my head back and scream. Yeah, I think the only thing I'm just not liking is that down animation for the frog. I think we need to separate the body from the feet a little bit, just so we can see, because the feet or the legs are going to be skinnier than the body itself. And it all just kind of blends in together there. So that could be a little bit thinner. I think we'd be okay. But I just... Ooh, that's a bad idea. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Kill the thing. Somehow. Do the thing. Jump it. Kill it. I don't know how to kill. I had a gun. Ow. I died. How do I... Oh, down. Down is gun. Down, you hit down to gun. Okay. And then, then we unicycle. Much better. Okay, so when he jumps, he looks like a snake. Yeah, he does kind of look like a snake. He should not look like a snake. Whoa. Whoa. Slow your roll there, partner. Gosh, that one is so close. Oh, come on. Did I still hit it? No. No, come on. What the deal? Can I make that jump? I might have to, right? Ah! Yeah, I just barely made that jump. Hoofa. I haven't had any opportunity to get any more health or anything. I'm just kind of stuck with what I've got. That was really close. Real close. It looks like there's only 2 more levels here. Down, shoot, kill, 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 kill. Ready, draw. Got him. Oh no, I'm out of ammo. Oh my god. Oh my god. What the heck? Why are we in here? Hey, look, it's what's his name? Jammy? I'm stuck. I've clipped into the Jambot. The Jambo. The Jam Buddy. Jamboree. I can't move. Game needs some more quality assurance. Yeah, that sucks. And kill me. Just kill me. Please. Please. Please, sir. I can't even shoot him. I'm out of ammo. Is there a way to reload? Oh, that bullet almost hit me. Can only be so lucky. I don't know what happened. Was this supposed to be like the last bit here? And we were going to climb up that pole and like end? Or what to do? What happened here? I'm not really sure. So let's talk about this game. We've got a frog. We've got some simple platforming. It is definitely Western style with the draw. I think that's pretty cool. I would have liked to seen a little more focused on that part of it, just because he's just kind of randomly jumping around, shooting all over the place, and less of a, well, let's pull our guns out and then shoot each other kind of draw. It just feels kind of weird to me. If that was a little bit more like that, I think that'd be fun. Yeah, he can't kill me. I can't kill him. I'm out of ammo. We're at a standstill. We're kind of stuck. Two stuck lads. The music was fun. The sound effects for like the gun and our jumping was fun. There's nothing wrong with those. The level design was really good. Felt like each one of these were different little areas. I like the change in pace when we get onto the unicycle. That was totally unexpected, but that was still really cool. Oh, he can't even shoot me. I must be like on the same layer as the Jambot thing, the jam bottle, and here we are, just as stuck as can be. Can't do anything else. That sucks. And I can't really restart it because I'll run out of time if I do that. So hopefully he'll just kill me. Well, even if he does, I'll be forced to restart anyways. But that's pretty much it. That's about 10 minutes anyways. This was an interesting little game. I wasn't expecting the frog to be the main character. I was expecting that the frog was just going to appear as like a last-ditch effort to satisfy the theme for most people. Glad to see that he is actually there. Yeah, he didn't kill me. I'm either like above his lair or below his lair and can't be seen or can't be attacked. So you deal with it. You deal with it. So that game was what did I say that game was? For A Fistful of Frogs by zapdexio. It's an interesting name. Let me just make a little entry in here above that. And that was by this guy. Cool. And you guys are filling up this queue all nice and full of awesome games to play. Next up. Yeah, and Shadow, what I'll probably do is just remove your game from the other jam that we're doing tonight, or wherever you are on the list. I think you might actually be on day 5. That's how many games I have submitted. I'm backlogged to like day 5. I might even be at day 6 now. I don't know. Where's your game? No, I saw it. There it is. I keep forgetting you are not Shadow on HIO. You are somebody else. Somebody that I used to know. Somebody. Okay. Does this full screen well? Yes, it should. Yeah, DK 5000p.
What brings you to the gates of
Oh no.
hell?
Oh no.
I'm here to rescue
Don't do
my
this to me.
My sidekick, my best friend.
You don't give me a chance to start.
Hell, you must
All right, refresh. I'll just hold it there then. Till I get a little bit closer to being able to full screen it. It goes without my command. That I am not ready for. Alright, so this is Cowboy Hell by Shadow Knight. X476. Boop.
What brings you to the gates of hell? I am here to rescue my partner, my sidekick, my best friend. In order to enter the gates of hell, you must sacrifice a piece of yourself.
What's up, Stumpy Bean?
Increase your ability scores by 5. You may increase other ability scores, but the ending result might be 5 less than your current ability score total.
I was so distracted. I almost have no idea what he said. I love this little squash and stretch thing in the background. It kind of really does make it look like there's like fire just kind of like billowing back there in the background. So I need to hear that one more time just because I just love the fact that you voice act. That just makes me so happy. Love hearing everybody's passion in their games. And you know what? I don't normally hear you guys' voice. Like,
what
zip.
brings you to the gates of hell? I am here to rescue my partner, my sidekick, my best friend. In order to enter the gates of hell, you must sacrifice a piece of yourself. Decrease your ability scores by 5. You may increase other ability scores, but the ending result might be 5 less than your current ability score total.
Here we go. Boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? What? You need to... Oh, okay, it actually does a check. Whoo! I got worried there for a second. I got worried. It's like, is he actually gonna make me do that? Oh, can I decrease health? Oh, I can decrease health. No, I can only increase health. Okay. Top of screen is cut off? What? I don't think it is. Nope, that is the top of the screen right there. That is all she wrote. It just says right here, you need to discrete 0 skills left. Okay, so we're gonna try that and see what that does. Okay. So text is overlapping in some cases here. We've got you need to decrease 0 skills on your turn is right there on top. Must increase in order to decrease. So some you have to increase in order to decrease. Your initiative is 10, so the enemy is going to go first. Look at this little guy. Look at this little guy. Look, and he's even got a little representation here. Thought it was scroll. Nope. Nope. Roll.
Oh no, my attack was not good enough.
I love this.
Oh no, you have defeated me.
Okay, you need to decrease 5 more. Okay, so I think I can bring down my defense a little. So the object is, I've actually got a little bit more here. No, it wasn't South Park. That was Shadow Knight. The object of this game here, I've got a little bit of an insight because I've heard Shadow talk about this a little bit. Each round, we have to hurt ourselves. We have to sacrifice portions of our stats in order to continue. If we don't, we can't continue. We get stuck and we have to make a decision. That's kind of cool. I would move this right up there above the fire. That way it's always visible. It doesn't ever get overrun by the textures and stuff that's in the background. Because it is a little hard to see. Like that right there could definitely blend in if you're only looking over here on the left-hand side. And I'm sure as the fire and stuff grows, this is going to be in the yellow territory and you're not going to be able to see. So these are our current stats. We're going to leave as is. Attack.
My powers of darkness win out. Slash. Hit. Yes.
I love this.
My powers of darkness win out. Slash. Hit. Yes.
My powers of darkness win out.
Shot miss. My powers gun must need to readjust. Win out.
Uh-oh.
Slash. Hit. Yes. Shot miss. My powers gun must need to readjust. Win out. Slash. Hit. Yes.
So you got both of their vocal tracks playing at the same time. I don't think that's supposed to be intentional. I think it's probably supposed to be one or the other. You just might have forgot to have a check there. So only this one fires first if it's supposed to fire, and then kick this one out.
Darkness will reign out again. You may have won this battle, but not the war.
Well, he's still got health there, so he's not actually... Or maybe he is dead? What's the difference between damage and attack? Is maybe Is attack maybe how many times we attack him in a theoretical sense? Like if we think like a sword, like slash, 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 maybe 8 attacks, and then damage represents how much each of those slashes is going to deal? Is that what that is? Yeah, text was done first. Unity is terrible for how it renders. It was really tough getting the audio correct. You'll know when he's dead. Attack is hitting. Okay, so physical interaction with the enemy. So let me just see if I can play this safe card and just slowly roll that. I have higher initiative than him. Okay. Oh.
You vipers. Dark.
It's the frog. It's the frog. Do you see the frog? I see the frog. Oh boy, here we go.
Shot missed. Gun must need to readjust.
You my vipers. Dark.
The frog. Okay, backstory. This frog.
Shot missed. Gun must need to readjust.
You my vipers.
He just accidentally we found Kermit. He accidentally warped into this world and he's just like, oh, okay, all right. Demon world. Cool. All right. Kermity Frog here.
Shot missed. Gun must need to readjust.
You my vipers. Dark.
Is this the frog you randomly added? Yep.
Shot missed.
All right, so I'm having no luck here.
Vipers.
I don't seem to be able to get through.
Shot missed. Gun must need to readjust.
You my vipers. Dark.
Shot missed. Gun must need to readjust.
You my vipers. Dark.
Don't think you are getting to the song unless you roll natural 20.
Shot missed. You thought you could defeat us, demon, but now you are out of the gates of hell.
My name's Jeff.
Now leave You will never get to come back. Your friend is ours forever.
No! Okay.
What brings you to the gates of hell? I am here to rescue my partner, my sidekick, my best friend. In order to enter the gates of hell, you must sacrifice a piece of yourself. Decrease your ability scores by 5. You may increase other ability scores, but the ending result will be 5 less than your current ability score total.
So 10 is as low as I can go. So stay even here. And so now I can start to actually kick them a little bit lower. So let's drop that down to 90. And let's drop our attack up. Oh, wait. Oh, that's right, because we have to still drop. So we would have to drop extra. But I can't drop any lower than 10.
My powers of darkness win
I
out.
might have submitted a non-frog game. Didn't notice, sorry. Just skip Goat 6. Your game is called Goat 6? I might want to play Goat 6. I don't know. Is it from Mini?
Powers of darkness win out. Shot miss. My powers gun must need to rage up. Rain out again. Slash. You may have won this dance, but not the war.
Okay, so we defeated him. Let's... So I feel more confident dropping my defense,
Feel my
but I can't seem to get through this guy. Yeah. So is speed accuracy? That's okay. I can remove it. I mean, it's not a big deal. You can just save that game for when we submit for loot 'em. Boop. There. Gone. No problems. No worries. So this is hard. Very difficult. Sorry, Shad. I wasn't able to get as far as maybe I would have wanted. I think...
Now leave. You will never get to come back. Your friend is ours forever.
Waka waka waka. I think we just kind of got hung up there going once we got to the Viper and the Frog. I'm not sure why. It kept saying we're missing, but I don't see that there is an accuracy or a dexterity trait. And make your health like 30 and then boost the other stats. Okay, but that still puts us at a huge disadvantage in as far as like trying to pick other stats. And attack is your accuracy. Oh.
You must sacrifice a piece of yourself. Decrease your ability scores by 5. You may increase other ability scores, but the ending result will be 5 less than your current ability.
So we'll try this one more time here.
That is a critical hit.
So I can only go down by 5. So I need my accuracy to be quite a bit higher. So what is speed then? Is that my initiative turn order? Who goes first? Because I really could care less on who goes first. No increase, and then you can go down more. Click, 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 click. Can't lower anything else. Let's see if I can knock him out. Okay, let's see if I can drop down my health enough. 40, screw defense. Oh, that should give me plenty of accuracy. Yeah, speed is worthless. Yeah, I want to fix that. You know, we don't want it to be worthless. We want it to have meaning. Each one of these to have a meaningful thing. Oh god, I'm still dead. I only have eight health left. Dead. We tried. So let's talk about this. Each of these need to feel very important when we're making these choices. I love the idea that we have the specific traits and we're going to start taking away those traits, but each one of those eventually need to make it into some sort of formula that's going to determine if I'm going to be able to attack them or not. I don't think it's not that it's just not enough damage. I think it's just understanding how each one of those is really supposed to affect our play. I think you were on the right track, and I think this was probably just a time thing to figure out what is the best way to handle each one of these in a mathematical sense, because Dungeons and Dragons and Pathfinder and all those games are very mathematical. They're very important to figure out, what is going to happen in that 3-second interval that is your turn. I play a lot of D&D. I used to be a dungeon master. But I think might be important is to maybe take some of those core assets or the core stats in like Dungeons and Dragons and Pathfinders, read up on that just a little bit more to see what each one of those categories are and see how you can turn that into math and then throw that into this game. Because I think you're definitely on the right track. I think just getting that solidified was a little hard. And looking at some of these stats, I'm expecting it to do A, but in your interpretation, it was actually doing B or C. So I'm like, well, I think this is what I need to do as far as like me as the player. I start going down that trail, and then all of a sudden it's like, no, that's the exact opposite of what you need to do. So I'd say just go back over that and look at those stats and really try to dive into what the meanings of each one of those are. And I think that'll help how you build this game forward if you decide to. Good idea though. I love the voiceovers. Each one of them is always nice to hear that voice, and your acting. I think voice acting is getting better the more that you're doing this. It seems like it's cleaner audio. You're a little bit clearer in your pronunciation and the way that you're acting out each one of these characters. So that's a plus on my side, because I've seen you do these a couple of games now where you're voice acting, and that's fun. Yeah, people were boosting speed thinking they couldn't be hit. I wanted to have multiple attacks. Yeah, having multiple attacks would be a nice thing that you could visually see too if you wanted to do it that way. Throwing the knife a couple times or whatnot. But good job. Glad that you made another game and you were able to complete this game within the time frame of both jams, meet both jams requirements. The frog limitation, sacrifices must be made, and done in a 3-day time period. That's pretty cool, dude. So I'm very proud of you for that. Very, very good. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the next game. Let's see. And if there are other games that you guys saw from Mini Game Jam that were really entertaining or interesting and you'd like to see me play them, feel free to submit those and just put your name as the Twitch or Twitter name on the game forum, and I will absolutely play them. We have 2 hours together from 6 p.m. to 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., and then I will take a 2-hour break, and then I will be back for Ludum Dare. So it should be a lot of fun. Hope to see you guys then. Okay. The Six Chambers. Can I delay till last? The very last game that I play? All right, sure. I'm heading home in 30 minutes. Yeah, sure. You got it. All right, let me open this game. See if this freezes on me. Nope. Good. Games are weird. Sometimes they freeze, other times they don't. All right, Faster Than Law by Ekvadior. Let's see. All right, so we got a little frog. I guess this meets theme. He is there. He is present. He is just kind of chilling. Furthest. I don't have any gold, so I can't do any of these yet. Play. Oh, my God. What is happening? Oh, dude. Oh, dude. These bad guys? Oh, dude. I love people trying to say my name. Ekvadior. Ekvadior. Sound it out for me. Ah, dang it, I had some gold. This is really cool. So those can be exploded. I feel that. Explosion, explosion, explosion. Ow, 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 ow. Die, 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 die. Got him. I made it. Ah! Cool, 165. Oh, I can shoot sideways. Okay. Right click to shoot sideways or shift. And I have 179 gold. Let's do damage. Yeah, let's load up. Okay, we got 1 level of damage. And sure, why not? Let's throw some health in there too. Play. Oh yeah, I can shoot sideways. Cool. Oh, that's satisfying. That is very satisfying. Die! Oh, yes, sirree. Yes. I like this. How do I submit? Exclamation point submit will bring up a queue for you. It's a forum that you'll go fill out. You'll put your name, the game name, and a little bit about the game if you choose. And if the game is safe for work or not. I don't accept anything that contains nudity, sexual content, extreme gore. I usually am okay with some gore, not really a bothersome. But I don't like anything that's just outrageous. So I need more time. I think I just need more time in the game. I love the shooting sideways. That's so satisfying. So I haven't actually died yet. I don't think. It's always been me running out of time. The shake effect is not too much. I thought it was at first, but it's definitely growing on me. Die. It's not disorienting. Got him. 200. Okay. So accuracy. Yeah, let's see if we can streamline them shots just a little bit. Can I go backwards? Yes, I can. Bruh. 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 Stop it. Gosh. I love this so much. Oh, no. Get in the train. Get in the train. Skip. 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 Get as many of them as I can. Oh. Oh. Dude. Fun. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, has a frog. We're in the western. We're on a choo-choo train. Although I think an obligatory statement that the frog, I think, needs to play a little bit more of a central role into the game itself in order to really reap the benefits of trying to participate with a limitation. Otherwise, it's kind of like kind of being okay. Yes, that is. You move like a frog. I mean, I guess I'm hopping. Now, if you were to, like, at the very end of this, like, throw the hat off of the character and then be like, ribbit, that's fine. Completely good. Good with me. Acceptable. Uh-oh. Okay, I thought I could actually win there by accidentally clicking it again. The gunfire, all the gunshots and everything. There's even like a ricochet at the very end. It sounds like to me. Like once it leaves the barrel, goes out into the train, you can hear it a little bit as if it's outside the train. That sounds pretty dang cool. I love that. And the accuracy of the shots, you know, it's kind of nuts when you're trying to fire a gun. Can you imagine trying to fire a gun that's in this type of situation where you're bum rushing through a train, trying to go as quick as you can, and you know, you're just putting in all kinds of stress. So yeah, these bolts are going to go everywhere. Now, the more you do this, the more money you have, the more time to practice, the better off you're going to get. Yeah, everybody moves like a frog. Yeah, time constraints. It's like Frogger on a train with guns. Yeah, that's a way to sell it. I love how you just put an image of a frog in the game. I would ban the game. It was smart. Kudos on you. Well, this is your jam. I mean, you have all rights to. It's your jam. Oh, man. This is funny. All right, so health, I'm not really affected by health. So I'm not really feeling that one is a valid stat for me. Like, doesn't really... I'm not getting attacked enough to warrant, oh crap, I better spend a lot more points in health. Not that I'm really any good. I can't really say that I'm any good. But it's not a factor. So maybe find a way that these guys hit a little harder, or a specific one of these guys hits a little bit harder. That way, you know, I do have to get prepared the higher that I get. Now, we do have ones with different colored hats and whatnot. Is there a story behind them? Are they more powerful? Shoot at a different rate? Have a different gun? Have two guns? Like, what's their difference? I see these guys with the black hats. They do have two guns. Die, 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 die. But I think everybody else has one gun. Rate of fire could be a thing. I know we have accuracy, but maybe rate of fire could be something that's added. Hats determine their AI. Okay. Time gain, which I'm assuming is at the end of each cart. So we'll get some more time. Cool. Let's just, why not? Why not get some health? So that seems to be doing a weird thing where it's grayed out. I thought it was maybe because I didn't have enough gold. But I guess maybe it's just like the last selected item that if I bought it and then I can't buy anything else, then maybe it goes grayed out. Each cart. Okay, so each cart does give us a little bit more time. So do you have to clear the cart in order to reap the benefit of the extra time? Or how does that work? Oh, I can shoot in multiple. Oh, no, I can't. That's... Nope, that's a loophole, and you can just run. Oh. Ah! Run like a madman. Tag nabbit. This is really good, dude. I'm very impressed with this. Very polished. This definitely has the mind of Endless Runner with lots of customization. If you decided to do something like this, you could do it on mobile and give just lots of different types of guns and stuff that you could play with, that you can use. Some of them can be just absolutely bonkers. And that's kind of the point of those little Endless Runners. You might even get some like different skins or different hats to wear. Maybe a samurai hat, maybe, you know, whatever else. Maybe a baseball cap, you know, just something that's completely random, but it's a unlockable. If you could find a way to get a little bit more of the character into the picture, then that gives you even more that you can create as a customizable option for them to purchase after saving up gold and maxing out all of their ammo. The way that you would do controls in here is it's all going to be towards the bottom of the screen. You're going to have your left and right, and then your forward. And then at the very top of the screen, you can just have your character with 3 little arrows forward and left and right as well, or something of that nature. I could see this doing pretty dang well in that space just because a lot of people just want to do that Endless Runner. I'd play it. There you go. Stormfather would play it. That makes 2. There you go. You done paid for your game. Boom. I think auto running would be important. Yeah, but if you did auto running, that's going to make it a little bit harder for your horses that are going back and forth. And then also your start time, get a little bit more of that too. And then also, like when it's more important to clear the people that are a little bit farther ahead than the ones that are closest to you. Die. Step out into the aisle. I dare you. I dare you. Ooh, swipe. That's a good idea. I like the Frogger-esque kind of thing. I think auto run would take a little bit of the fun out of it. The swipe would definitely be an appropriate thing. So if you had 2 buttons, one on the left side, or 2 on the left side, one for your strafe attack, boom, 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 and then one right above that, and that's the single straightforward fire. On the right side, you have a D-stick kind of thing, or even just swiping in general that could allow you to perform those actions. straightforward fired is just so satisfying. That's 10. That's 10 minutes right there. We've played, and this has been fun and beautiful and awesome. And I think maybe the only thing that would be beneficial at this point in this iteration would be to add a high score, which I don't think we had there at the beginning. Oh, I can actually just sit there. That's funny. Kill me. Kill me. Just kill me dead. Focus on straight fire strat. Yeah, because the shift is a little hard to try to nail. Well, this is cool. I enjoyed this. Yeah, so wagon 6, and then we get back here. Do we find out what our highest one is? Furthest. Yes, we do. Okay, cool. So then there is our highest score that we achieved, which was 9. These all feel really good. They're responsive. I have maxed out my damage. I can't get any more damage there. Coolio, we did successfully meet our limitation by having a frog in there. I would have loved it to have been incorporated a little bit more into the game. Maybe he sits on top of your hat. Like he's your companion. Boom. Boom. You should add a frog because you know limitation. Hey, if it's in there, it's part of the jam, right? Okay. So that was Faster Than Law by Ekvadior. Is that closer? Was that any bit closer? Probably not, right? Probably. Ekvadior? Mama would be so proud. Oh my god. No, that was correct. Look at me! What, twice? Okay, it was 3 times. I lied. Burb. He's a bourbon. Alright, so we're gonna skip that dude's. We're gonna skip good old pest to pest. And then we're going to go to the next one. Okay. Boink. So if I were to start streaming around this time for Mini Jam, would that be a head nod for you guys? Or would that be a head shake? Let me know in the comments below. Per him, he said audio is a thing of the past and don't ever listen to it. So, that's what we're going to do. Actually, I think I can just mute this game and then we can just put some music on in the background. Yeah, let me do that. Limixa. And then turn that off. Head nod. That's a 1. That's a 1 head nod. I know historically afternoon is usually easier for Predzi. Predzi is not pretzel. Historically, that's a little easier for all of my other streams is in the afternoon, but I know a lot of other people that that can't. Would be awesome if you can just work on Australian time. What time is it in Australia right now? I feel so bad for you, Stumpy. I think we have one other person who's an Australian that's on our stream. I'm not sure which segment they participate in the most, but I think there's one other person. Maybe on weekly. But they're there. 10 a.m. That's not bad. 10 a.m. Thursday? So you're like just after the mid-morning rush at work. I listen while I'm at work. Hi, everybody at work. Hello, Stumpy Beans friends. She's actually getting work done. I swear. Anybody? Can anybody hear me? She deserves a raise. I think. I don't really know her. She's probably like, I'm wearing headphones, you dummy. This is Frahg by DeathTrapPicnic. Western thing you say? What's up, DC? How you doing? Thank you so much for the bits, dude. I appreciate you. I hope you were well. How is the family? We're doing 2 streams today. This is for Mini Jam, where we have 3 days to make a game, and the theme was Western, and they had a limitation of it had to be about a frog. Has to have not about a frog, but it has to contain a frog somewhere in the game. And then later on tonight, I'll be streaming again from 10 to 12, streaming games from Ludum Dare, 43, to make myself insane. But here we go. Frahg by DeathTrapPicnic. So I'm assuming it's just stay on screen and don't dead. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay, yeah, and you cannot run anything. Good decorating for the good old Christmas tree. Lurk mode for a bit. Understand that. Oh, he's so cute. Look at the little froggy. Just take a moment to appreciate that frogginess. How's your stream going if you haven't activated lurk mode yet? For those of you new to Twitch, lurk mode just means you are staying online, but you might not be at your keyboard. Kind of like AFK for anybody who plays any type of MMO. Oh man, that was close. Oh no. Oh no. But it's beneficial to the streamers. I don't actively encourage lurking, but I'm not against lurking at all. I think it's a great way to help boost a streamer's numbers. But it's really weird when everybody stops lurking at once, and then you're like, huh, my numbers have went way down, and I don't know why. So it's always nice to do that for the friends and people that you believe in, but I don't require it on this channel, nor do I actively pursue it. Just sounds extra creepy. I'm lurking, bruh. Don't worry about me. I'm just sitting on your channel, bruh. No, it's only really creepy when you accidentally wake up at like 2 in the morning and you're checking your Twitch to see, you know, did you get any messages or is anything on trending like that? And then you have like 7 people sitting on your channel chatting. That's when it's creepy. I'm like, what are you guys doing here? Why are you not in the Discord or like, I don't know, anywhere else but on my channel? It's like I'm trying to test bot stuff and there's people just talking in my chat. It's weird. So this is cool. It's quite a bit difficult. The snakes, I think, are my favorite obstacle to deal with because they stretch and they shrink. So you can't always figure out exactly where they're going to be in this map here. So then you have to be very careful to really just let them go by and then try to go from there. I think what we are missing, though, is some sort of range indicator to let us know how far we have gone along or how much of the screen has disappeared since we started, and then to stop the game right after that and prompt us with choices, which would be, do you want to restart the game and try to get a higher score, or are you ready to see the credits or end the game? Ooh. Oh, tough. Tough. I mean, ribbit. I don't think we had a start screen per se either. The way I try to explain start screens are, it's kind of like a lobby for a doctor's office. It gives you the sense of immersion. You are there for a purpose, but you kind of have the control to say, am I ready to step into that next room or not? Am I ready to start my adventure or treatment or procedure or whatever it is? It's my choice to make that decision. Maybe I just want to get comfortable in the lobby, maybe read some of the magazines, which might be the tutorials or the credits page or something like that. And then when I am ready to jump in that game, I will hit that start button. Another way to look at this is there's really good music in some games that are like AAA titles. You want to sit and listen to that music a little bit, enjoy maybe the intro or the animations or whatever it is that they might have in that game that is enjoyable to watch. They don't force you right into the game the very first time you put a game into your computer or your PlayStation, your Xbox, your Game Boy, your DS, your Switch, or whatever like that. It's nice to have that fresh start and have the choice to make the decision to walk into that next area. That's the way I try to think about start screens and end screens, is does the player have the choice to continue if they want to? And it helps with replayability too, because you get to look at that score at the end of your game and be like, okay, you know what? Yeah, I think I can totally make it to 100 this time. And it's exciting. It's like, oh my gosh, did you see that? I totally made that to 100. I bet you can't do it. And then, oh, you can move behind it. Oh, but not these guys, just the taller ones. All right, driving home, got you on Bluetooth. Hi, everybody. If you go through the drive-thru, let me know. I'm going to order food for you. Don't worry, I got you. How funny would that be? Go through a drive-thru and a streamer orders food. It's like, what are they doing? What are you doing? Are you going to go give him the food afterwards? No. What? Why? Okay, that does help. I think a way you could illustrate that is if you put a shadow behind these taller ones here. So we have an idea of like, oh, there's space that exists behind there that is safe space. It's not just picking up just the outer pixels of the the outer design of the sprites. Hello, this is your brother. I would like to order 50 Mexican pizzas. What? Why does my brother... I haven't talked to Pueblo in a long time. Why does he want the pizzas? Safety first. Gotta have that Bluetooth. Ah, brilliant. I love this little frog. He's so cute. I'm just sad that we don't get to see more of these cute little eyes. Like, I just want to turn around and just be like, ah. Snake. I'm a snake. Well, this is good. This is really good. You did a good job on levels. I think it definitely gets harder as we go along. At the very beginning, it feels like it's manageable, just getting to learn some of these little characters and whatnot, and what's safe and what's not safe. And then as we get to the higher areas, it totes goats gets a lot harder, a lot quicker. I think just adding some more variation in bad guys as we would get higher along would be important. Maybe start changing the scenery, like we can add whirlpools. We can add some sort of quicksand whirlpool kind of thing. Maybe an oasis that we pass by. And we find some larger animals to deal with, like camels, since we're in the desert. You've got scorpions and snakes. What else kind of hangs out in deserts? I don't know. I've never been to a desert. Mexican pizzas, not the best pizza. Oh. Any pizza, anything that has pizza attached to the end of it is the best pizza. I like pizza, all the pizza. Exactly. See, there you go. Great minds think alike. All right, I don't think I have anything else to say about this game. We didn't really get to hear any of the sound, and I think that maybe just because every time the character dies, the sound restarts. So another quick thing about that, I do see that quite a bit in these type of games where it's going to be trial by fire and you're going to die a lot. I like to think of global versus local when we talk about music. How do we make that happen? Well, what's important, or not how do we, because I have no idea, but we need to do this because in these games where you're dying very, very quickly, you want to have that music outside of that. You want to have it at the global level. You want to have it where it's playing in the background, regardless of if you've died or not. Because that doesn't break the immersion. You keep moving forward. You keep progressing. The song itself is what's progressing. And it's not starting and starting and starting and starting and starting. And you only hear the intro. That's it. You never get to hear the rest of the song because you've died 1,700 times. So it's very important to have that play throughout and not be affected by whether you've died or not. Now, I think in some cases it's important to have music tied to your death. Like if it's a boss fight or something like that, and there's literally nothing else that's going on is that music, and you trying to beat that boss. If it's that last encounter and you've worked and you've worked really hard, and then it's like, okay, I'm finally at the last fight of the night, and here we are, boss fight, and you're getting in there and you're planning and you're working, and You know, you get to like the second phase of the boss, and then the music just erupts, like it just tears down, and that feels good. You know, that feels really, really good to you, and you're gonna stay in those fights a little bit longer and not die so quickly. So that's why it's important to have the music that does die when you die. But in games like this, where it's a lot of trial by fire and you're dying very, very quickly, because that's the type of game it is, it's nice to have that pulled back and exist outside of your death. Because, man, I don't want to hear the same 10 seconds of your song 40 times, because I will lose my marbles. I will scream and throw things. A lot of things. Whatever I can find on my desk. I might throw a monitor. I don't know. So that was Frahg by DeathTrapPicnic. Thank you so much, DeathTrap, for making this. We really appreciate you. And we appreciate you for coming out and submitting your game for me to play it. That's even more fun for me. All right, so that's all we have on the submission queue. So we will just start picking random games that I find have interesting thumbnails, and we will play from there. If anybody else has another game that they would like me to play from this particular mini jam, I will absolutely, positively do that. Just submit it to the queue and then nudge me, because I'm going to try to have the queue up, but I may miss it. There's a good chance that'll happen. Cool. Thank you for the honest feedback. You are welcome. Honesty is the best policy. If your game is not good o gameo, I will try my best to be very honest with you, but also try to give constructive criticism. I'm not just going to sit there and say, dude, your game just sucks. Like, just real bad. It's just real bad. Like, unless it's like Baldi's Basics, where like that's the thing. And then you have to be very careful, because the very first time I played a Baldi's Basics game, like clone wannabe, was it? I don't remember who it was. They may be in chat. I'm not sure. The very first time I played one of those games, I'm like, this game, I don't know what's up with the art, but it's wonky. Like, real bad wonky. I don't even know what's going on. Only way to learn. That's awesome. Rare personality of the internet. Whew. I'm not perfect either. I'll tell you that up front. I don't claim to be perfect. I don't claim to give the best advice, nor always the most accurate advice, nor always the best direction. Disclaimer. I try to give, from a gamer's perspective, what I'm feeling at the time I'm playing the game and summarize my experience. Because video feedback is the best type of feedback for these types of things. Because you can see me suffer, and then you can figure out where I'm suffering and why I'm suffering even better than I can explain to you sometimes. Okay, so this is Venture by... who dis? New Spoon, who dis? Who dis? Campotech. Truth. True dog. Stormfather knows. His game was beautiful. Stormfather, link your game right now. Do it. Burb. Do it, because that game, the last one that you made for Ludum Dare, that game was beautiful. I don't know if you've worked on it anymore, but do it. I was not expecting that. You come at last, brave. Archer, you have been sent to the castle of doom by the good king to find the golden dagger and escape the castle. You must have great courage and bravery to overcome this quest. Press spacebar to start. Text is a little hard to read. Turn that down a little bit. Oh. You have died a horrible fate. But don't feel discouraged. You can always try again. Remember, not anybody can survive the Castle of Doom on their first day. Don't forget to pick up a pamphlet on the way out. Well, this music's pretty happy. How do I attack? Do I attack? Do I have the ability to attack? I have a bow and arrow. Oh, there we go. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, 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 pew. Hiya! Hiya! Got him. Okay. So we got baddies. Oh, those sound effects are nice. What does this do? Oh, these are coins. Okay. What are the black ones? Other coins? Blank. It's like they're getting pinned to the ground. Blah. Help me. Turn down the audio just a little bit more for me. Uh-oh, I have infinite shot. So those of you that have watched me play a lot of games, why is infinite shot a bad thing? Aha! The golden sword. Got him. All right, now I just got to get out of here, right? Whoa, buddy. Spam and overlap. What just happened? Was that supposed to be spam and overlap? How do I get those? Oh, there we go. There we go. So make these just a little bit bigger. They're a little tight there. That way you get enough freedom to make your way in there a little easier. I think some people might even like cut the edge of their pixel so it runs just a little bit smoother. Spam and overlap. Yep. Absolutely. You get into places where you can just spam the heck out of them, and then look, anything that would cross my path right then and there is just dead. They have no chance of survival. And I'm not going to have to try very hard to kill anything because I can just try to kite them all around, and then everybody dead. Everybody dead. There ain't no surviving that. You can fire so freaking quick. It's just insane. Oh, God. Oh, God. Unless you're just not paying attention. Then you're still going to die. So that cuts down on the spamming, keeps the difficulty where it should be and the way it was thought out in game design. And then also, it just looks a whole lot nicer. Exactly what he said, overlap. When you have those arrows overlapping on top of each other, that's not realistic, right? Arrows can't overlap like that. Not in the real world and the way that we would think of arrows. You can't fire arrows that quick. Next thing I know, I'm getting a video of somebody firing arrows that quick, and then I go, oh. All right, so I think that cleans up this area. I think we just need to go up to that little area there, and that will defeat this castle. Dead. All of the dead. Oh, I was tricked-a-reed. I was trick-a-weed. How do we get there? So, is there a left here? Nope, there's no left there. So we need to go back up. And then go to the right. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, gotta go up again. Man, they are determined to make me go all the way around the world, aren't they? Let's get these up here. I saw these earlier. This is where I started at, but I wasn't exactly sure what they were. So I wasn't sure if they were good. And then I saw golden ones, so I'm like, are these good things or bad things? I don't know. See, now I have a nice little army that's anything in front of me is not going to be able to touch me. And we don't want that. You know, we want to keep the difficulty the way it's supposed to be. Blunk. Well done, brave Archer. You have found the golden dagger and escaped the castle of doom. The good king rewards you with any gold and silver you found and a place to stay. But another adventure will soon be upon you. Rest well. The end. You're good. You're done. I was expecting like a little finish button right there, like the end or fin or something like that. So this was a maze game, top-down maze game with the ability to shoot a projectile. In this case, we were an archer with an arrow. We had two different variations in enemies. Both of them kind of acted just kind of their own free will. They didn't really care about me. The bat kind of did, but it didn't seem like it was targeting me enough that it really mattered, like I needed to be overly concerned about it. If anything, it might have not even been targeting me, and I just happened to walk in its patrol path. I'm not really sure without going back and starting that over. The coins and stuff were easy little collectibles for us to go about and collect themselves. They didn't really pop against the background like I felt like they needed to really represent that. At very first glance, I actually thought that they were like portal, like teleport pads, like that I needed to stand on them and they might teleport me to a different area. There were a couple more of them, so I wasn't really sure if like one maybe represented each little area, like one represented one area and so on and so forth, or if they were just like this was a spam of teleport pads and you could step on any one of them, might take you to the area. So that was the first thing I thought about them. But after I heard the click noise or the cling or the coin noise, then that was like, okay, I'm good now. I get that. That's what it's supposed to be. Been nicer if that was a little bit more clear on what they were supposed to be. The text that he chose or she chose to use for this was really pretty and very fancy schmancy kind of thing, but it was a little hard to read at first. With any text, the more that you see it, the easier it is to read. What's important is just the letters where it is a little difficult. Like overcome looks like there were two O's in overcome. The G's and the C's are very, very close and hard to read. Archer, it's not too bad, but it kind of looks like AROHER. So the more, like I said, the more you see the text, the easier it'll be able to read. But I do find that if there is a good amount of space between each of the letters, then it's easier to discern each of the individual characters because you can see each of the little pieces to make it look more like an A or a G or a C or cases like that. What else? The plot, we had a plot. We knew what we were supposed to do. Come in here, get the thing, get the golden dagger, get out. Anything that you find in here, kudos to you, those you get to keep. That was cool. That was simple. I'm pretty sure this is meant to emulate old fantasy games, which might be why they use that font. Yeah, and the font itself, by itself, is okay. It's just how the font was executed. If it could be a little bit bigger so we could see each of the individual letters, might help us out. I love the font. You guys have seen a lot of my thumbnails and stuff for YouTube videos. I use all kinds of crazy fonts. Always commercial licensed, 100% free or with commercial use. No modification or modification, depends. So yeah, I love fonts and I love seeing different fonts, but they always need to be readable, regardless of how pretty or fancy they look like. If they look like Wingding and I can't read what it's supposed to be, then it's just a symbol then. It doesn't mean anything to me. It needs to mean something. Yeah, as I said in the game itself, we need to stop the infinite fire where I can just press the spacebar as many times as I want to fire those arrows. We need to have meaning behind each one of those shots. So having a cooldown for each time that we press that spacebar will help, and it will make it seem a little bit more realistic when I'm firing an arrow. Even if you don't have the animation for the arrow fire, just having that cooldown makes it a little more believable that you're having to draw another arrow from the quiver, put it on the bow, pull back, and release. I think that's about it. Widening the maze walls would be a little of a like quality of life kind of thing, where if they're just a little bit wider, it makes it a little easier for your character to get in there. You could do the reverse of that and make your character just a tiny bit smaller. That's probably the easiest way to do that, but it may mess with it if it's more pixely of a game. But that was, as I said, just a quality of life, nothing that's overly important to have in a early game like this, but definitely something to think about in the future when you are looking to make another top-down mazy game. All right, so let's see what else we got. Let's do this one. Top of the morning to you, Rayu Forger. Rayu Forger? Rayo Forger? How are you? Welcome to your brother's stream. That is me. I'm not your actual brother, but I will be if you need one. La 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 la. Just a second. I'm trying to make my list a little easier so I can go back and correct this later. And played and played. Do. Have you had a great slumber? It is evening where I am. It is 7:16 p.m. EST. All right, next game on our list for this evening is going to be Frogging the West by edwood.ocasio. Ha, yes, US, you are correct. United States of America. Okay. So that's the game. Let's take a look here. We're going to do full screen, and I'm just going to do a relaunch. Oh, God. Oh, God. How do I move? Oh, I died. Frog. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Corral. Can I kill these things? What is that? What did I pick up? I picked up something. Swiss guy in Japan here. I get lost with jet lag. I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, what just happened? Oh, I can throw the rocks. Boy, that's extremely helpful. If only... Oh, hiya! Dead. The snakes got you, Frogwald. This is kind of depressing. I don't think it's supposed to be a cookie. I think it's supposed to be... Oh, I think it's supposed to be like a rock or something. And then I'm supposed to be maybe throwing it at them. This is not loot 'em. This is actually mini game jam. I love how they swarm on you at the very end. I'm going to be doing loot 'em tonight in about 3 hours or 2 hours and 40 minutes. And if you have a game that you would like for me to play, you can submit that. And I will add that to my mini games. I think I'm actually backlogged until the 5th day. Oh, snap. Hooah. Got him! You frogged them! Way to go! Press the return key to continue. Oh, dude. Like, they're serious. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, you have to hit these twice. Ooh. This is hard. I think we need a better way to move. Because smashing the arrow keys as quick as humanly possible is going to get old. You frogged them. Way to go. Didn't have time for more stages. So Sawi, play stage again or press return to start again. What's up, Just Wall Games? How's the latest development of our drywall only friend? Uh-oh, I can't pick these up. Okay, nice. Yes, we did submit one game. Thanks a lot for playing, actually. You're welcome, actually. I really appreciate you submitting the games. It gives me something fun to do. It gives me a way to give back to you guys while you're making all these awesome games. And it provides some entertainment for the people who stick around that are normally on my the stash stream where we play just Steam games. Working on getting better at crown molding. That's my boy with the jokes. I love this guy. Oh, man. So for those of you who don't know Just Wall Games, he makes games literally only themed around walls. Plaster, drywall. It's nuts. You should definitely go check him out. Just Wall, do you want to link some of your games to the chat? Maybe some of your recent findings? That would be awesome. Question. I am an indie game creator here in Japan, working also in some AAA games here. I wanted to know, do you play any other PC games? Why, yes. Yes, I do. Like my games? Yes. Yeah. We want to see some of these wall games. I'm totally kidding, guys. He doesn't make literally just wall games about drywall. Although I think there's going to have to be a meme game in your future that's literally nothing but drywall and plaster and everything else. But yes, I do play other PC games. So in my off seasons when I'm not streaming heavily, like I have been here in the past 2 months, I love World of Warcraft. I love all of Blizzard's games except for Diablo. I've never been a big fan. I've tried several times to get into the universe and I can't. I just don't like it. So I'm a big fan of World of Warcraft. I love Final Fantasy. I've beaten a lot of the Final Fantasies. I can't say that I've beaten them all, but I have beaten a lot of them. I really enjoy that world and the multiverses that there are. Oh God, dead. I love Pokemon. What else do I love? Dragon Quest. I've never actually played Dragon Quest. I know a lot of people really, really like Dragon Quest, and it looks really interesting. I think I just grew up a little bit later than when Dragon Quest first became really popular. Not that I'm opposed to it. I would love to sit down and play some Dragon Quest at some point in my life, but as a streamer, I'm trying to do as much as I can on stream just so I can provide that enjoyment factor, not only for you guys, but for me as well, because it is fun to play games with other people. I love Kingdom Hearts. Me and the wife are going through Kingdom Hearts right now. I've already beat 1 and 2, and we're going through it so she can kind of get some experience in what that world looks like, getting prepared for 3. I love Super Smash Brothers. Super Smash is coming out here pretty soon. All of the Marios, you name it. If you tried Dragon Quest XI, think about me. It is nice, but it came late in US and Europa. So is that to say that you made or also worked on Dragon Quest XI? Is that what you're telling me? Is that what I'm inferring? Hew. Because you said you're also working on some AAA titles. That would be cool. But I cannot tell actually. Oh, okay. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Say no more. That's cool. Well, nice to meet you, dude. I'm a big fan of the indie games as well. I love Hollow Knight. I love Cuphead. We've played on this stream. Both of those are very much rage-inducing games, but they are a lot of fun to play. And Hollow Knight specifically has such a diverse and expansive lore. And I didn't even see the tip of the iceberg on the stream. I came to find out later. I went and watched a crap ton of lore videos about Hollow Knight, and I was just blown away at how much was put into that game. What else do I like to play? Sometimes I like to watch people play more than I like to play, just because of time restraints. It's easier for me to watch them get through the levels than it is for me to try to go through it all. But anyway, now trying to do a hit with our own games. Really tough. Hollow Knight is really well done. Yes, Hollow Knight is beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. Absolutely stunning. But let's talk about this game for a second. This was a fun little game where we are a frog trying to take a rock and then turn around really, really quickly and throw it behind us. I think we need to invent a better way to throw that rock behind us. Whether it's like we are taking our tongue, sticking it out, and then we're slingshotting it back behind. I think that could be a cool way to do that and have us where we're still trying to run around. Can you add a link to your game? Yeah, sure. Bring it in here. Link that in chat. Maybe some of these other people who enjoy Dragon Quest XI might enjoy that as well. The controls I did feel were a little weird. Maybe if we had some auto movement once I'm holding down one of the keys, I move in that direction infinitely. Once I let go, I stop, kind of like walking. That'll make it a little bit more smooth and not so difficult to maneuver around, and make it a little more less strenuous, because it's a little hard to just sit there and pressing that key over and over and over and over and over and over and over. It's really hard to do that, and it kind of sucks away some of the fun itself. But Burb, almost home. Woohoo! Checked out your Twitter. I like your art. Oh, nice. I'll have to check that out in here in a little bit. That's really about it, though. You got 2 levels. The first level is a single hit. You hit each one of them once. And then the second one is a double hit. You hit the owls twice, and then they fall to the ground and die. I like how at the very end, it kind of was like intentional, but not at the same time. Once they make contact with your body, they're like swarming and slithering around and like circling. I think it's just because you programmed it to be like, once this touches this point, hit absolute 0 on the creature, and then and it just like goes into a spiral just because of the way it's programmed. Like, that's just the way it looks. But in real life, like, once something grabs hold like a snake, man, these things are withering all over the place and just doing this little dance. So it kind of looked real, unintentionally, or maybe intentionally. Maybe they thought about that, but I doubt it. Sucks you didn't get to make more levels. That's okay. In cases like this, I don't think you actually need to put this line here. I think you're degrading your experience by doing that. There's no need to sell that. There's no need to explain that or tell them. This is the game. Like, this is the game. It is complete in this version, the way it is. You don't have to sell yourself short. You don't have to bring anything to the table that says, well, this is half completed. There you go. You know, don't do that in the game. Maybe do that on the HIO page, but give a full ending even if you couldn't complete it. Like, okay, right here, remove that and say the frog lived on, and that's it. That's all you have to do. You don't have to do any more. But good attempt, good game here. This is Frog in the West by edwood.ocasio. Thank you so much for submitting this game to us. We appreciate you. Keep on Devin, dude. Keep on making these games. Let me see what Momo Pie says. I just want to look at this page. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Oh, it's on iOS too. All right, well, I am going to follow you on the Twitter, and we'll keep tabs on you. We will keep tabs on you. Do you have anything in the PC world? Always looking for more PC games in the indieverse. All right, let me go ahead and get the next game prepped. So a game was made during free time while working. We will continue doing games until we get enough to live with our games. There you go. Always nice to have side jobs to make sure that you don't have to feel like you are overcommitting to that side project, which would be a hobby or, you know, same with like my stream and stuff. I have a day job. I work 40 hours a week, just like a lot of you, and I don't plan on quitting my day job anytime soon. I would love to do streaming full time, but I'm also realistic, and I know how numbers work, and I'm very big on projections and making sure that I understand where I stand, and that I don't break the bank trying to make it as a streamer. Nor do I want to put the pressure on you guys to try to support me in an environment like that. Like, donations are not required, bits are not required, subscriptions are not required. I like that they come in because it does help encourage, or it does help make a better stream and have better backgrounds and better music and stuff like that, but they're not required. Like, I'm funding almost all of this by myself, not by you guys. It's just nice to have that extra bit to make it a plus. You know, it's a stream, and then we add that little bit of a plus from you guys to make the stream that much better. But I have like I said, I have a full-time job just like everybody else, and you know, when the hobby, if it ever does switches and it becomes bigger, then awesome, that's great. Stormfather, thank you so much, dude. That was not a call to action or anything like that. That's just me explaining my thought process about streaming full time and what some people do, and they get kind of beggy. They get kind of upset. It's not really the right word I want to use, but they get upset at their viewers for not donating or not subscribing and not doing all that, and that's the wrong perspective. Like, number one, and I'm going to get on a soapbox for a second. I apologize. But number one, you should be making quality content to encourage people to want to come back and support you. If you're not making quality content, then you need to really turn around and look at your stream and figure out what it is that you need to do that, because that's the reason why they should be donating. Not because, hey, I'm a full-time streamer, I need you to pay for my salary now that I was making before. Why aren't you doing that? Why you do this? It's so great what you do with passion. You are passionate. Yes, I'm sure it will be possible to have this switch that makes your passion at work. Yeah, I would like to think so, but I'm okay if it doesn't, because this is a side project for me. If it gets bigger, that's cool. That's awesome. I'll grow with you guys. We'll make this bigger and do more on the stream. If it doesn't, this is still fun for me. I might switch over to AAA games if, it doesn't become fun to me in the future. And you guys may stick around or may not. That's okay for me as well. I know, I just like that you don't plan on quitting your job. Good work ethics. I work 60 to 100 hours a week and still work on music, art, and games. Oh my God, that's a lot of work. That's some commitment. Or you must be making some good money to work that. Woo! Or have a good family to provide for. That might be what it is. Your name is Stormfather after all. I mean, come on. All right. So enough chit chat, enough real life. Let's talk about another game. This one is called... Oh, I started the company with the owner. So yeah, you got to put in some hours. If it's anything like that, yeah, you gotta put that initial investment in. I understand that. Understand that. Consistency, quality... Time in the business. Okay. 100% agree, man. Same here. 40 plus hour, 20 plus game dev, rock band, family, adulting and stuff. Yeah, I absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. I don't know how many hours of stream I do now. So this week alone, I have 12 hours worth of stream, 40 hours worth of game, 40 hours worth of my day job. I play in a worship band, so I have 3 hours on stage, have an hour practice, so that's 4 hours total. I'm married, so we have to have date night every single week. Like, I have a full schedule. It's life, I can't neglect you guys. I can't neglect my life just to satisfy the world that is the internet. I have to have that good balance, and ethically, work ethically, it's not okay to neglect the family to just hang out on stream all day. I think that promotes a bad community too. When they're like, oh, well, your brother, he streams 24/7 every day. Like, no, that's not okay. Because then that encourages you guys to do the same thing when you get older. And it's like, no, that's not a good thing. Don't do that. Promote good habits and good things on stream so you guys do the same thing. 80% working on games, animations, job, 20% on Momo Pie, 50% on family and child. Oh wait, 150%. Boom. That is it. We are all superheroes. Isn't that the truth, man? Good time management. If you master that skill, you can do anything you want to. That's why I get up at 5 a.m. and stream Mini Jam on Wednesday mornings normally, because time management is killer, but boy does it help. Okay, Justice Prevails in BugWest by HalfAlieno. Let's see what this game is about. Boop. Justice Prevails in BugWest. Ooh, I love this. Okay, I've played different styles of these games. I can't ever figure out what engine this is made in. And Tony smiles at this little worm. She nudges back. Her name is Sammy. Quickest gun in the BugWest. And proud tobacco smoker. She puffs a cloud in the shape of the word wild. Here in the BugWest, we don't play around. Sheriff croaked. Been waiting. He's got something to tell you. Got him. Let's do this. Talk to him. Antony, Junior Sheriff, prove yourself and find our most wanted outlaw, and you will get true Sheriff Star. And Senior Sheriff croaked. The frog hopped to catch the passion fly. Don't even know what's going on here. Exactly, actually, what is the real meaning of job? Not earning money, right? It's made in Bitsy. I'm actually experimenting with that engine right now. Bitsy is pretty cool. Hopefully that's not too loud while I'm hissing round. Our town is just that human one. What? Our town just outside the human one. Oh. Yeehaw! It's something new I heard. Yeehaw! Is this a cactus? Or a banana with ears? I'm not a bug, bud. Don't eat me or I'll shoot ya. Maybe it's a cactus. Yeah, must be a cactus. Oh dear, Chef. We must get some new materials from that human town. Our houses are still all broken. My son. I said I have no privacy here, and I'm going to see the world. It was stepped on by a horsey. Sniff, sniff. A horsey. You stepped on by a horsey. You hear? You see? What's up, Space Monkey C? Hey, Sheriff, how long we gotta wait till our water drop? I already lost 2 legs dehydrating. Anyhow, are you looking for the outlaw? I heard he'd be a troubling tumbler. I wonder what that means. I bet he's a tumbleweed. Hey, what's up? Oh, dear lordy. The outlaw is over there. A nasty, mysterious pest. What is it? Howdy, partner. It's me. Having a hog-killing time here, stealing them actuals of yours. Trouble, Tumbleweed, be my name. I'll fly traveler and famous desperado. Are you the outlaw? Said Anthony, the junior sheriff. Yes, said the trembling Tumbleweed. You're under arrest. Now, please, stay here as I report you. Now, stay. Don't go anywhere. Stay. Proudly stated Anthony, the junior sheriff, as he pulled up his belt. Okay, agreed the troubled tumbleweed outlaw. He said okay. Why, thank you, MajorPest. Anybody needs any vocal work, just let me know. Well there, our high ace junior sheriff has real done it. You found the outlaw and earned this true sheriff star. Congratulations to our new true sheriff, Anthony. The end. Oh, these games are so cute. And then it starts over. They're just super simple, basic plot. You can get a little bit of character, but it's amazing what you can do with a few pixels. And, you know, it's pretty clear where you need to go. They kind of line it up with a road as you're going through. In this case, this is a house. We're starting in some sort of house here. And then we go outside, and then we see a little village, it looks like, and that's our little house that we're all living in. People are minding their own business, doing their own little thing. Everybody has some sort of an idle animation. We go a little farther past. You can tell that these are other little houses that are dilapidated or destroyed or in the process of being rebuilt, and maybe they're out of supplies. I'm definitely getting the feeling of like Bug Life, which is an old movie. Some of you guys might be too young for that. That's okay. Where they are this little civilization that exists using old scraps and making their own places in the world, but there's a whole bunch of them. In this case, there's a small number, and it's all Western style. That's what it reminds me of. We're just in this little tiny bug village, and I can see these characters kind of, you know, working to build their houses and stuff like that. And this kind of like, it's like the less you have in some games, the more that your imagination is trying to take over and fulfill that and get more of that and create it itself. And I like that. I think that's really cool. But I think what's important in these type of games is to have a clear plot, and this one does have a clear plot. It's very much railroaded. Like we have to go from point A, which exists over here somewhere, and then we have to go and talk to all these people, and eventually we get to point B. There's not any backtracking or anything like that to make the plot a little more complex. It's very straightforward. But still, nonetheless, it's fun. It's interesting to see these little characters, and you can kind of tell what they are before you even walk up to them. And I think that's That's important, and that's also very hard to do in such a small amount of space with a limited color palette. So kudos. I think that's really cool that you've done that. There's even music in the background. Listen to that. It's very, very simple. So good job. This was by HalfAlieno. I'm glad that you made this game. Keep up that good work. Don't stop. I want to see more of these. Next stop for you, I think, would be just to add a little bit more complexity to the story. Maybe the tumbleweed didn't decide to say okay, and it tumbled away. And it hit itself behind, you know, a giant mountain in terms of these little ants. You know, it's actually just a hill, but it's a mountain to them. And you have to find a way to go either up over the mountain or around the mountain to get to the tumbleweed. So some sort of obstruction, some sort of thing that's going to make them have to work a little bit harder to achieve that goal. But yeah, I think you did good. This was Justice Prevails in BugWest by HalfAlieno. Thank you so much for submitting this game. This was a cool one, very cool one. Very nice music in the background. Oopsie, I submitted my game and only now realize it is not Ludum Dare. I feel really dumb, sorry. Hey, that's okay. That's okay. That is just fine. We can make a fixie there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you the link to my Twitter page. And the first pin that I have on there contains the link for Ludum Dare, so you can submit your game there if you want to do that. You're totally welcome to do that on there. That way you can get in line to have your game played by me. Now I do have a backlog. I have quite amount of games that I'm playing, so you definitely won't get played tonight, but it will be later on in the week or early next week. Just because everybody wants to get their game played. Everybody. And I try to respect the fact that not everybody can be on stream. You know, you all have so many other things going on, and you spent a whole weekend, 72 hours trying to create a game, and I get that. I know you want to have your game played, and you want people to see that. Ooh. TigerJ made a game. Who else made a game for Mini? Anybody else that I recognize the name? Not that I normally do this, but I just want to happen to see. Because I don't honestly get a lot of people on stream from Mini Jam, just because of the weird time frame that I'm normally streaming it. So if there was a chance that somebody might see that is on this stream that normally doesn't get to see me play their Mini Jam, then I want to try. We're going to try TigerJ. I keep calling him Tyler. It's not Tyler. It's Tiger. TigerJ. Quest for the West. This is also a Ludum Dare. Ludum Dare game. And we're approaching close to the end of this stream. We're getting very close. But if you enjoy my content, maybe consider subscribing. Not subscribing if you don't want to. I also have the ability to have follows. So above there should be a little heart. You can press that little heart button and it will follow. You will follow me, and then you will get a notification if you choose to leave that on. Every time that I go live. I will be going live in about 2 hours an hour and 20 minutes for Ludum Dare 43, and I'll be playing a range of games. It'll be a lot of fun. TigerJ made a really good game. Cool. Ooh, looks interesting. God, I hope I can play this in 10 minutes. BT Dubs, just a reminder, my team made Planet Royale, and I think I can handle a wolf. Thanks again for your feedback on those. Dude, thank you so much, Stormfather. I really appreciate the bits. You were freaking awesome. Oh, you've taken second place. I just realized that. Who did you beat out? Was it I'm a Good Boy or Sidisi? I bet you're getting pretty close to first place, too. Thank you so much, man. It does help fund this channel, and I get to do more streams, get better equipment. I think the first thing I'm going to buy is a new chair, because I don't know if you can hear that, but I have to, try to stay as much as I can in one position so my chair doesn't rock. And that's very obnoxious. Alicia, okay. That's hot. Thank you. Okay, so let's see. Quest for the West, LD 43 by TigerJ. Ugh, back itch. I love this game. It was the only game for Mac, thus the only game I played. It's got some nice tunes in it, too. All right, so we played some Oregon Trail. Welcome to Quest for the West. You are leading a wagon trail across the country, trying to get to the west. Every point of interest, orange circle, will have a random event. You can choose an option with 1, 2, or 3. Each choice has several random results tied specifically to your story. It's never the same game twice. Good luck, partner. All right, if you know what Oregon Trail is without looking it up or via memes, I want you to type 1 in the chat right now. Just the number 1. My leg shakes so much I'd squeak that chair so bad. Yeah, it just drives me nuts. All right, so here we go, boys and squirrels. Ah, half frogs will travel. Upon over the next hill, the wagon train encounters a man dressed head to toe in black. He draws a frog out of his holster and points it at you. This frog says, "There's not going to be any trouble passing through here," he proclaims. You can tell by the cold look in his eyes he means business. Press 1. Send the group of 10 to gather. Send the group of 10 gatherers to explain you don't mean any trouble. Send a group of 5 hunters on 5 horses to muscle him out of the way. Turn the wagon train to a different course and go around the hill. So I think I'm gonna take the gatherers and go through because he's just holding a frog. Oregon, not Oregon. Yes, Oregon, not Oregon. I'm sure Oregon Trail is also a real game. The gatherers approach and explain you're a large caravan traveling west with no reason to start trouble. He waves your group on through with his frog. No harm. I want somebody to draw this guy. Like, he's a cowboy. He's got a green cowboy hat, and in his gun holsters, he has 2 frogs. Just one in each one. You can see the legs like dangling down from the holsters. They're just like, wow. Wow. Like, that's just as the amazing. Just that would be amazing. It is Oregon Trail, like Oregon Trail, but with zombies. Do you think you'll have time to try the 6 chambers after this? I can come back later. Oh, yeah. We can totally do that. I still got time for one more game. We can't see it. Oh, you can't see anything, can you? I'm just reading off here. There you go. This is what the game looks like. Excuse me, my bads. I've been reading. Not much has really happened. Although I must say that my leading caravan kind of looks like a pig or a dog. So next. Oh, okay, so now it looks more like a cow now. I call a herd. The wagon train is stirred in a cold night. It's off in the distance. The sound of stampeding animals grows louder and echoing off the nearby cliff. And mountains mixed with noises of frogs mating off in the distance. The smell of fear is in the air. What's up? I'm a good boy. How you doing, dude? Hope your day at school was good. Muster 15 of your best wranglers to head out and investigate the noises in the distance. Retrieve any animals they capture. It's all going to be frogs. Pack up camp. Start moving out away from where you believe the noise is coming from. Send 5 hunters and 5 wranglers to check out the noise and possibly defend the camp. I think we're going to do number 2. Just uploaded my DDR playthrough of that game from yesterday. Oh, if so, link in chat, please. We have enough horses. Seems to be a consensus among all significant parties of the wagon train. The wranglers suggest horses are not typically noisy creatures at night, unless they are under attack or something is array. Keen to the behavior of animals, your experienced wranglers save the group from a possible encounter with wolves. Ooh. He has a tileset bug where the lines show up because he's not using Pixel Perfect, but I think it looks good. Gives it a firm grain look by accident. Yeah, I think the game looks good. I feel kind of weird about how we're controlling, like just clicking on each one of these little orange dots. That feels a little weird to me. Oh, wow. I just saw that. I see what you're talking about now. Gather round the fire now and hear what I've to say. It was a cold Christlutum dare, and the skies was gray. Old man Tiger fiddled with his code, trying to squash the bugs and add a little extra toad. The cattleman, his newest re-ennobled NPC, led lots of steer across the land for all of us to see. He needed a wrangler man, or 3 or 5 or 10, before the wicked railways come a ruining all the land. This looks so good. So do I want to send 5, 10, or 5 hunters? He says 3, 5, or 10, and it needs to be wranglers, so I'm gonna say number 1's probably safest. 5 wranglers in denim stand, offering their helping hand. A smile and nod, a look and a smack. The cattle ran him over, and they ain't coming back. That's great. That's great. That is absolutely awesome. Also kind of feel bad for wranglers, but who cares? Let's go to this little totem pole. Fickle food. The sun begins to set as you reach a good clearing to set up camp. After a while, some of your gatherers and hunters decide it might be a good idea to collect some rations and supplies from the nearby wilderness. All right, go over yonder, kill the hills to see if there's anything raging beast or vegetation to collect. Send some to forest to get some wood for food and scout the hunters. Scouts for the hunter. Pick food out of the best meal when the party reaches its final stop on the west coast. Number 1 seems like the best choice to me to see if there's anything out there. You dispatch 5 gatherers and 5 hunters. Surprisingly, they run into another group of campers who decide to join them. 10 of everything. Nice. 123 combo on the first round. Is this from that video? I want to see this so bad. You dispatch 5, blah, blah, blah. They join. Well, when I remember, the results of each choice have a random outcome. Oh. We'll have a random event. You can choose 1 option, 2, or 3. Each choice has several random results tied to the specifically to your story. Okay. So random choices come up and prompt me, and then out of those random choices, there are random choices behind each one of those events. Is that what I'm to understand? I think what's messing with me is the red line between each of the orange dots. Maybe if they resembled more of a pathway, even if it's not a perfect pathway or anything like that, that might be enough to kind of curb this weird sensation that's kind of breaking that immersion. You know, if it just kind of resembled the roads or anything remotely close to roads, this would feel a little bit better, I think, instead of this just abstract view of what the trail is supposed to look like and then small little symbols to represent the different areas. Sun was blazing out of the wagon as sweat beaded of the hats of the hunters and soaked the armpits of children. A large smoky campfire could be seen in the distance. The smell of delicious fried frog hung in the air, and the stomachs of the woman began to growl with the horses. Oh man, that's some artistic writing right there. Are the nodes randomized or just the events? I'm not sure. We've got some information on the right-hand side, but I don't see anything specifically saying that the points of interest are random as well. You send 10 hunters with guns followed by 5 women and children to show your family situation. Some of the kids will hold frogs. I have a frog. True story. At the beginning of this game, I thought the first interaction with the frog cowboy was going to be the only bit of frog we were going to see in the game to satisfy the limitation, but it's everywhere. And I love that. That's so good. 4 of your cooks are interested in delicious smells that hang in the air. 2 of your mounted horses are sent to investigate. Oh, hunters. 2 of your mounted hunters are sent to investigate. I'm just imagining 2 horses just take off into the sunset and we never see him again. You send 10 hunters with guns and followed by, I think, again, number 1 seems to be the most optimistic and would be the right choice. Your hunters look menacing as they approach and accidentally cast the good-natured frog cookers off guard. Both your hunters are shot and killed. The women and children flee back. Whoopsie! My bad! On to the next one, shall we? Uh-oh. Up ahead, it's a sight you have never seen before. Only heard in... Oh my god. It's Frognado. Only heard in legend from your great-grandpappy. Barnabas Medley, meddling Denison Francisco Benevicek. A whirling spiral of wind and webbed feet fly around the air, smacking into everything in sight. This must be the... Beoth legendary Frognado. Let your hunters loose, tie down the wagon, and start shooting the frogs. Oh my god. Can you imagine? Make for the hills! What are the wild welts from Fog's gonna do? Suck it up and keep moving. Oh my god. One? Your hunter's taking, but it's hard. Harder than it looks. Suddenly, one hunter gets pelted right upside down the jib as he was taking aim to fire. He misfires at another hunter, shooting Hunter B in the shoulder. Hunter B falls and accidentally shoots Hunters C, D, and E, and take part of F and G. Part of F and G screws G to finish assembling the lower shelf as shown in the diagram. What? Oh, did we transition into making furniture? 5 hunters lost and the furniture is not assembled. Oh, yes. That was awesome. And then take part F and G and screw it again and finish assembling the lower shelf as shown in diagram 1. Oh, if you don't get it, it's because building furniture, you're like IKEA furniture or Walmart furniture. You're supposed to have a diagram to build it, and you're going to have different letters on each of the wooden pieces. And you're going to have like piece A and piece B and piece C. And you're supposed to follow the directions, and it'll say stuff like that. Take this part and then put it here, and then put that on this part, and then put that over there. That is awesome. I'd love that joke so much. Probably more than I should. Oh my gosh, what is this game? What is even going on? Oh boy, the entire water well of hell. The entire wagon train is parched. Water is running dangerously low. Several oxen have all but given up, and the wranglers can barely keep them going. Over the next pass, you spot a small town as you enter the main street. You do not hear any noise, and it is eerily quiet as nobody seems to be around. In the center of the town, as you pass through, you come upon a stone water well and an old wooden trout. A large fat frog sits halfway in the bucket, used to gather water with a lazy look on its face. Without warning, 5 horses go charging towards the well. 2 of the wranglers chase after them. You send 5 gatherers ahead of the train to handle any disorderly rush that might happen as everyone is thirsty and angry. Send the women and children first so that they can be quenched before the men and animals. Well, we are going to be a nice person. We are going to be sending... Whoa, did you hear about Epic Games Store? No, I didn't. What happened? What do, James? Mr. James Warner? This is one of those times when sending the gatherers might have been a good idea. Tragically, the water was tainted. The women and children became deadly ill. The men dig holes for the 3 women and children. Ooh, they announced a platform to sell games on? Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Arf. My connection is terrible here. Back again. Welcome back. So glad you're back. Like Itch and Steam and Game Jolt. Dude, that's a big competition because Fortnite lives on there. 12% cut with any engine. Dang. Oh no, we killed some troops. When is that supposed to launch, James? That's a big deal. That's a really big deal. The giant frog of Tucker Hill. A large crash reverberated across the trail. Looking back, you see a wagon has been upended. Screams emanate from men and women and children who are scattering like ants from a freshly kicked hill. From over the top, from up over the now top of a wagon, what was once the side, a giant frog head peers over faster than you can blink. Its rope-like tongue fires faster than a musket and wraps a small child for a snack. Like a bungee jumper who has just reached the end of their line. The child steps back into the frog's mouth and one big gulp. What? What? We'll try to follow as long as the Starbucks connection stays. Send all hunters to start shooting. Send the wrangler to catch and tame the giant frogs. Well, heck yeah, that's what we're doing. Send the cooks. We're eating frogs tonight. No. The wranglers laugh at the idea. The hunters go in, put the frogs down. 5 women and children get snacked on. Whoops. Stormfather, soon we'll launch the Epic Games Store and begin a long journey to advance the calls of developers. The store will launch with a hand-curated set of games for PC and Mac. Then it will open up to more broadly to other games in Android and other platforms through 2019. As a developer, that's exciting, but as a gamer, I am not so pleased. I am not so pleased. I'll probably never buy games there, and I'll definitely sign up to sell stuff there. Yeah. I don't know what I'll do. I'll just have to wait and see how the platform comes out and see what it looks like before I would make any type of action. All right, so we'll do 2 more random encounters and see if there's an end in sight. I don't know if maybe that's the end. We'll see. As you round the bend, on one of the many precarious cliff sides, the trails open to a plateau. Across the opening is sprawled a tent city that appears to have popped up overnight. Your wagon train is greeted with praise as you arrive and experience greetings from people that you are unable to recognize. After some discussion with various plateau folks, you find out that they are racing giant ratable frogs down the canyon. They implore you to offer up some wranglers and impress them in their frog rodeo. The prize money is enough for every family in the wagon train to have no worries when they settle out the west. Send 10, politely decline, pass off some of the gatherers as wranglers. They might win. Who really needs them anyways? Ouch. But we do have a lot of gatherers, so yeah, let's do number 3. To everyone's jaw-dropping amazement, the gatherers are natural frog wranglers. Who knew? Afterwards, you decide these people are better as wranglers than picking nuts and berries. Sometimes you just need to give them a chance. Lost 10 gatherers, gain 10 wranglers. Cool. I gotta go, but I'll be back for the Ludum stream. Have a good night. Thank you so much for coming out, Stormfather. You are the bomb.com for everything that you do for this channel and hanging out and just being on all these streams. That's really cool. Have a great night. We'll see you back for Ludum. Let's go down here. It's not an easier to make it big. I mean, there's still the discovery problem. Yeah. You need a lot of good games on there. You need something that's going to make it worth your while to go onto the platform. So there needs to be some other important things on there other than just selling the games. There needs to be a really, really nice experience in order to pull in a lot of people because you still have Steam. I mean, the back end side, I don't know what the costs are for Steam or Game Jolt or anything, but if that's pretty good, then a lot of people may consider it, but I don't know. Upon over the next hill, the wagon train encounters a man dressed head to toe in black. He draws a frog out of his holster and points it back at you. This frog says there's not going to be any trouble passing through here. He proclaims, you can tell by the cold look, he means business. I think last time we muscled through. Turn the wagon to a different course and go around the hill. Let's do number 1 this time. The gatherer approaches and explains, you're a large caravan traveling west with no reason to start trouble. He waves your group on through with his frog, no harm. I think I might have chose that last time. I'm not sure. I thought maybe I didn't. And we made it. We made it to the other side with almost no damage in tow. Like almost no damage at all. We did it! So the game was definitely fun. I love the witty and funny responses and all the different stuff that happened through all this. The UI felt really nice and responsive. It wasn't too hard. The only thing that I feel like we could have just done differently was this right here. You know, abstract that a little bit. Change it. Don't make it just so it's a straight line between each of these points. Make it look like a road. Make it look like something that they might possibly travel on. And I could honestly say get a little crazy with it. Make it a little bit harder. Maybe I just got lucky. I don't know what other feedback has been from this game, but it did feel like I was sitting at the par for quite a while, and I'm not below par on most of these categories. Like, I was expecting it to be a lot like the Oregon Trail, where it's like, oh crap, I got dysentery and I literally just started. Dang it. How did that happen? I haven't even left town yet. But I love the music and the sound effects and stuff that you had in here. I think you had a sound effect for... Did you have a sound effect? No, you didn't. Not on this one specifically. You did not have on this one. Could use one when it pops up the prompt, or props up each of the text for each little node. But it was so comical and so pretty and such a funny little game. So kudos to you, those. This was great. Thank you for making this and submitting it to Mini Jam. I think a lot of people have probably enjoyed this little creation, as it's a nice little throwback to the good old Oregon Trail. And some of you may know us as the Oregon Trail. Thank you so much, TigerJ, for making this game. This was the Quest for the West. We got one more game for tonight, and then we're going to call it quitsy for Mini. And then we are going to have a nice little day old time. I'm going to do a little rest, maybe take a little power nap or something, and then we will reconvene for some Ludum Dare. There will be lots of games on there. You think so? It'll be really good, though. I can see a full game out of this. Absolutely, yeah. Wasn't that beautiful? That's also true, but depends on what level of indie they will accept. It doesn't matter who they accept. It will never be good. It will never be enough to have a good game. Sales come when a game is comparable to the best. Spoken like a champ. I'm a good boy. Speaks. When he speaks his mind. He speaks it right, too. And... bum 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 bum. Can I? Yeah, there it is. So a catchy little beat. I like that. I'm going to download the version instead of playing it on the web, since on the right hand side what jams they were submitted in is actually cut off a little bit. So we're going to play the downloaded version instead. So this is the Six Chambesr by MajorPest. This is going to be the last game that we play for tonight. So thank you all for coming out. If this is going to be the last time I see you, I hope you have a great night. Sleep tight. Don't let those bed bug bites. And if they do, make sure they start paying rent, because they owe you in blood. Oh, the web build is the latest? Baga, 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 baga. But it cuts off. Is there a way to full screen the web build? Because I couldn't full screen. I could not do it. It didn't have the full screen button like most Unity games do. It has been removed. Wait a minute. Maybe I can finagle it. Let me see if I can. Yeah. Okay, I can finagle that. We can make it work. Plus play web downloadable has a game breaking bug. Oh, sweet. I love those. But what if I break the game on the web version? Do I become the game breaking bug? Do I get added to your bug log? Game was played by your brother. Automatically broken. Hiya! How about that? Chicka, chicka, chicka. That should work, right? That looks good. All right. Here we go. Hey, y'all. What's up, Super 8-Bit? You coming for the last game of the night, and then I'm going to take a 2-hour break, and then we're going to be coming back for some Ludum Dare. So that's a nice little start screen. I like that. Waka, waka, waka. Oh, snap. What does that do? Is one like a smash? Dude, he holds his gun with pride. Like, he's got some pride. Ow. Ow. Got him. I told that buddy boy. That's a nice sound. Did you dare? Did you dare? Oh, look, froggies. Well, did they hurt me? Oh, ow. Okay, Froggy's hurt me. Yeah. Yeah. Get out of here. Yeah. Well, this is satisfying. I love that. Ching, 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 ching. Ching, 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 ching. That's nice. These boxes do anything? They just get in my way? Whack. Ow. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Oh, look at that, glass bottles. That's cool. So these just kind of run around. They don't seem to be having any beef with me. Is that too loud? No, that looks pretty good. No, I got drunk with my brother in Cleveland instead. And he also made a game in 11 hours. I'd probably do it to you. Got it. I would like a little more interaction from these guys. I don't feel threatened by them at all. I feel like this is just, it's just in existence. They are just here. They don't seem to be trying to cause any harm to me, attack me at all. Well, I would like it if they did try to attack me or shoot back. You had one, I was pretty sure, that was trying to attack me. Like either I shot at him and then he started to react, or maybe he was just set to just start slashing as soon as he becomes rendered. And this game seems to have an aggressive undertone. Well, you would be right. Well, that's what happens in the Wild Wild West, DC. If you want juicy, one thing you can do is make the bullets big. Just giant bullets. All right, hey, we did it. Okay, let's go back and look at this again. So we've got a nice little old school UI at the top here. Definitely makes me think of, we're thinking like Mario kind of esque thing. He holds this gun like he's a gangster. It's not really a gangster. He's just holding it straight out, like really, really straight arm to that gun. Boom, 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 boom. I like that we have two different variations here. We got the guys that come around, and they're supposed to be, I would imagine they should be able to shoot me or slash at me with the same weapon. And then we also have a low creature that I can only attack by using my little slash ability. So I think that's cool that we do have that. I know a lot of people end up making one enemy and then they don't see anything else. So what? So good to see two here. Platforming is not really difficult. I'm more finding it just kind of in the way as we're going through this. Some things make sense to me, like the ground and maybe jumping over a box or something. Other things I'm not quite sure why we've decided to jump over them. Like this brick thing. What is this? Why is it in our way? Is this supposed to be a sign or something that's, you know, says this is a building, this is a, you know, an event center or something that we're at? Because it's pretty big. Maybe it's a castle. Maybe that'd be like a sign for a castle. Ouch. Yeah, see, we get close to him and then he attacks us. The AI is super dumb. They run back and forth and knife you if you get close. Knife, 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 knife. They don't cut you, mind you. They knife you. Does that mean when you get shot by a gun, you're actually just getting gunned? Just gunned. It's all very random. But it's the start to something. It's got potential, I believe. And programmer art, what are you talking about? This is the aesthetic. This is the idea. This is a world that exists. And I like it. Die. Whoop, we died. Now, these frogs are just appearing back there and then coming back into the maps themselves. So I think for you, plot is probably something I would look at for an iteration. What do you do next with this? How do you create some sort of reason why we're going in here? Like, did they steal your beer money? Did they steal your lady friend? Do you think they stole your lady friend because you had too much beer and actually used all of your beer money? Did they kick you out of your favorite bar and now you're going back in there to shoot up the place because you're all mad at it? Is this a den of thieves? You're going in here and you're playing the good guy and you're trying to teach these bad baddies a lesson for being a den of thieves, and you're gonna make sure that they remember that lesson. Oh, I died. Oh, I guess I ran out of time. What is the reason behind it? What is our purpose? They stole his car. In the Wild Wild West? Or, well, I guess we don't technically know if this was in the Wild West or not. Oh, I do see a car up here. He might not be lying to me. I see a car up in this picture. You can't see it, but it's above this. So there we go. All right, so he's going in there to take out these here cowboys. These here cowpokes. Because they stole his done car. I can swim. But I think we're getting there. We're definitely starting to see some gameplay coming together here. And you know, if we just added one little quick element saying that, you know, your car was stolen into the game and you're going back to those no good yellow belly 2-timing car thieves to get your car back, then I think we would definitely be believable in this early concept phase. You know, maybe at the end of this, you show that same picture with the guy in the shadow and the car and a one-liner that just says, you know, he got his car back and he's happy he got it. Another direction you can kind of take this is you've got this time up here at the top is you use that to your advantage. Maybe you have to get to the end of this in a limited amount of time because they're going to do something to your car. Like they're trying to destroy your car. So you're trying to get through each of these little, we'll call them sections of obstacles or modules that are going to be trickier as you go along, and you have to do that within that amount of time. Otherwise, bam, your car gets exploded or something like that. A gang of 6 android outlaws as the Six Chambesr, known as the Six Chambesr, have angered the stranger by taking his car. It's a retro, futuristic Western, or that's what it's going to be. I just signed up right there. That's a sign up right there. That was your elevator pitch that sold me. Work on your elevator pitches for games, guys. That's so important. I cannot stress that enough. How can you tell somebody about your game in a single 1 to 2 sentence, in 1 to 2 sentences, and have full understanding and hook them about your game? Slash. Period. Frogs are in it as well. Period. Not kidding. There are frogs. Period. Well, that's cool. It's definitely a good start. You got some meat here. I think just adding the plot element into the game would be nice. And then adding some sort of mechanic that's going to make you stand out in this world. What could that be? You know, this is retro futuristic. What could that be? Could that be a cool gun? You create a cool revolver that is, you know, has the elements of the retro, but also the futuristic. Like maybe you're going to remake your bullets or something, and you use some sort of new futuristic way to do that. So you're not having to worry about ammo throughout the game. You just take a couple minutes or something to make some more bullets or whatnot. Do you have a futuristic retro steed or horse that looks like an old stallion or something, but actually it's your car? That's your actual car. Instead of horsepower, how many horsepower do your car has? I have a horse-powered car, but it's a robot that can transform into a horse if I want to. Like, what is that big thing that says this is a different game? Not about the colors, not about the textures or where you are in the world. What in your world, whether it's a mechanic or a character or a world or place, makes you stand out from the other side-scroller platformers? What is that going to be? But car chase with horses. Bosses have special abilities. Yeah, see, maybe. Once we get it all on paper and you start looking at it, I bet it'll start sticking out to you. But you did a good job. This was, what's it called? The Six Chambesr by MajorPest. Thank you so much, dude, for submitting this game. I'm glad I was able to play your game while you were on stream. I know you were trying to get home in time and you didn't want me to play it earlier, so I do understand that. Glad I was able to. But guys, thank you so much for coming out tonight. I am blessed to have you all here. It's always exciting for me to see each and every one of you, to talk to each and every one of you, and know how things are going in your life, because that's important. Feel free to stick around. I will be back in about an hour and 40 minutes. Probably going to grab me something to eat, I think, a snack or two, and just chill around, maybe watch an episode of something. I don't know what. And then I'll get ready for Ludum Dare for episode 40, or what is it? Not episode, Jam 43, Season 43, Event 43. I don't know. Somebody's going to say something in chat. I'm going to be like, yeah, that. Something like that in the future. But yeah, I'm going to be playing for 2 hours. It's MajorPest. What did I say? Major space pest, by the way. Is that what it is? What did I say? But also, did I say master? Did I say master pest? My bad. Yeah, totes major. He might be a master major pest too. I don't know. Just kidding. But yeah, I'll be back in a little bit. So we will see you guys soon. Thank you for coming out to the stream. Bye-bye.